Bitch, I get my money right. Bitch, I get my money right.
What it do, what it do? Welcome back to King Rose Podcast. This is your host, D Rose. I hope everybody's out there having an amazing Friday, man. So I was just Googling something and just looking at like the top 15 safest cities in America, top 15 most dangerous cities, right? Somebody has sent me an article to speak about, right? One of the key things that they were talking about was people were mad that their city didn't make the top 15 most dangerous cities, right? So you'll look at this list. You got, I'm sitting there looking at my pad right here. So it's like you have St. Louis, Missouri, #1, Birmingham, Alabama, Baltimore, Memphis, Detroit, Cleveland, New Orleans, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, Little Rock, Arkansas, Oakland, California, Milwaukee, Kansas City, Philadelphia, and Richmond, Virginia, right? And I say these are in no particular order, but I think it was crazy for me. It's like, why would people be like wanting their city to be on this list? Like you would literally see up under the comments in the Instagram was, oh, why our city ain't on there? We really living like that. And I just got to think of myself like, are we that fucked up? Like, if you know the numbers, like a huge city, like I don't see how Chicago ain't on there. People had to pay Chicago. Chicago has like 2 or 3 million people in the city. It would be extremely hard for New York, Chicago, Houston, Los Angeles, any of them to actually make the list unless they had killing that was at such a rapid rate that the military would have to get dispersed out to stop the killing because of so many people, because it's by the percentages and by per capita, right? A lot of people don't know that, but the reason why I'm making this video is because how fucked up do you have to be to want to live in an active war zone? And that just lets me know it's like social media has made everybody so street connected to shit for whatever reason, and everybody wants to be so gangster. I don't understand it. Like living in the city or being in a place to where you don't even have to worry about locking your doors would be peaceful. Like if you grew up in these environments where you know shit happen, people going to jail, people get shot at, there's robberies, you really want to get the hell away from that as much as possible. You're not on the internet definitely bragging about why isn't my city shown on this list. Like nobody gives a damn about that, to be for real with you. You know what I'm saying? Like you look at this list and you can pretty much think about any big rapper from any major city, their name is on that list, or they're from one of those cities. So that's why it's easy to sell, but that's also why, like a shout out to my boy, Ayo Kaseko at Big Fast Podcast. That's also why a lot of these politicians and a lot of these music industry people have ties to private industries, which is prisons, and invest in prisons. It all makes sense. Like if you look at that list, you wouldn't be trying to find people to brag about, oh, my city should be on the top 15 most dangerous cities in America, or we leading in the murder rate. What do you get out of that? You can't go outside, and unless you really slanging iron, I mean, what do you, I mean, even the one, I'm gonna tell you the crazy part about it, because I have family that live in 3 of those major cities. They couldn't even tell you of what the murder rate actually was when they really living in it. They can just tell you of how it feels and where not to go to. They don't know these specific numbers that the people on the internet are getting on and bragging about, because the ones that's doing it or amongst it aren't bragging about it. They trying to get the fuck home. They don't want to be in the war zone, bro. This ain't you picking up San Andreas and you just joined a party and you running around and you can get your life back. This is real life, man. And so when my people hit me up, was like, hey, bro, I want to know your thoughts on this and look at the comments first before you make a video. And I'm like, yeah, for sure. Bro, that was crazy to me. Like, I take pride in being in a very nice side of Houston and out the way, out the mix. Don't even want to be in the mix. I didn't, you didn't get to certain levels to get away from certain things to run back to it, to prove something. Like, I think it's stupid. It's like, it's the internet way. You feel me? It's like, everybody is way tougher online than they are in person. Like when you see me, if you ever meet me, I am who I say I am on the internet or even talking about any particular issue. That's why I don't get into the gossip. Like, I'll give you some real life events and we'll speak about it. But to come with like the foolishness, this going on and speculating to this and this beef, nah, bro, that's those people really living real lives. Those real funerals that are going on. Those are people that don't have life insurance. It's real car washes. It's real fish fries. It's a lot of t-shirts, a lot of pens being made, a lot of grandmamas crying. So it's like, seeing stuff like that is so misleading to the youth. Is they will grow up and thinking that it's cool, and they see these comments until they really in real life with it. And, you know, speaking of like Kansas City, I have some close connections to people in Kansas City and family that live there. They don't want to be burying 14 to 15-year-old kids because at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning there was a shootout, or the friend turned a gun on his 13-year-old friend and killed him on the front porch in real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, these are real things that are happening in these cities while y'all running around thinking it's cool to be talking about Chirac and NBA Youngboy City. That shit's stupid. Those are rappers. Those are people that are selling the lifestyle that these kids are really out here trying to emulate and put on and dying early. Like talking to the grandmothers, the aunties that are older than me, seeing that these little young kids are dying at a fast rate. Them uplifting their families and getting the hell out of the city because there ain't no way that their child is gonna make it from, you know, even elementary school, middle school will be a blessing in some of these cities if they get mixed up in the wrong crowd. If you damn near graduate high school, you looked at as somebody that's already graduated college, because we know for a fact if you made it to 17 or 18 to graduate high school, if you in one of these environments, there ain't no guarantee you hitting 21 and 25. By that time, you a declarated war veteran. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so y'all, when you look at this, no matter the age that if you watch this video, bro, like, just let's start to keep it real, dog. This is the internet. We have real people like myself, Naeem over there, Theo, Conversations with Me podcast. Like, it's real people out here that are having real conversations about real stuff that is going on. You know what I'm saying? Not the bullshit. Like, let's keep it real. What would you get out of being in an area where there's a shootout every night? You scared if you ain't the one shooting. Hell, the one shooting scared because they shoot at somebody. You know what I'm saying? So it's like be able to block out this foolishness of let's get back to what's real that's really going on. Like, there's some shit going on with like this, like the third or fourth 14-year-old that's been killed. There was one killed 2 weeks ago in Aurora, Colorado, because he was allegedly in an armed robbery. They have not released a full video. They've only released still shots. Though that's real shit that's going on out here. But you're getting blinded by this foolishness of the internet, of all these people wanting to put on this so-called hood mantra. Like, come on, bro. We let that be what that is. This the internet. The streets shouldn't be on the internet. But the streets also shouldn't be joked about on the internet, because you do have impressionable people that are thinking that this shit is real. But when you talk to people and you're really involved in the community, ain't shit really cool about you being told, hey, I may need to take off of work because my 13-year-old nephew was killed on the front porch by his 16-year-old friend at 4 o'clock in the morning. And that's happening worldwide. So these top 15 cities that have that shit going on, you would be a fool to think that it's all grown-ups that's killing. These are babies that are being misled. I'm not gonna put it just on rap music. It's the representation that they have in front of them, or lack thereof of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it real with this shit. If we're gonna do it and speak about it, quit glorifying it. Ain't nothing cool about it. It's a real live war out here. Let me know your thoughts, man. You see the top 15 list. I'm gonna get it posted on there, let you all see it. But who the fuck wants to care about their city being in the top 15 and bragging about it like it's something to do, and being mad that your city isn't mentioned as if that we need to be putting on for more death? Like, come on, keep it real and keep the Facebook post down and, you fucked the city up with this, and quit doing all that. That's fake. You can't be on one side, stop the shit, and then on the other side you celebrating it because it has nothing to do with you. Long live CC. I'm out.